know I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the Superdome. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Sanders. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Johnson goes in motion left. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Yes, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Johnson, 51 yards. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. taken at the 15, a short kick.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run up the middle now with Forte. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 66 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from time.
That's your last time getting that, you heard me? Take a picture of that bitch.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rodgers' throw complete here to Waller. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
These two teams all tied after 1. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The man in motion left here, Johnson. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the first carry of the game under the belt for Emmitt Smith. And, of course, in his career, over 18,000 rushing yards, the all-time leader.
He can probably rest easy for a while about people chasing that number down. He's going to stay at the top because everyone's flinging it around instead of running it. We're going to need a root.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Now Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man complete. Counter Johnson. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's caught. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gooden, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On play action, Allen on the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Allen steps away to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Johnson goes in motion left. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Allen off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Another run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I told you your bum ass was dead when you got that bitch ass shit to Jay Jetta. Nigga.
They really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He in a zone.
Pick
it up then.
And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Moss. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter now with Sanders. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's down the field to Moss. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is interception.
I think, we all think, it was a good idea. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football, so now you lose your keys as a deep.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. To throw is Rodgers. Throw left side complete.
It's niggles.
And they were able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
You heard all that, Rob? I gotta go, man. What time it is? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. I can get another one.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something
kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they watch you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
James. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Inside handoff, Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darnell Dockett drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From midfield, here's Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Rodgers. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They run it with James. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's James. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Here's James. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dave Casper from a yard out. And the Pats post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And a work forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Johnson goes in motion left. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, and he fires one that's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Rodgers' throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, and not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And again, it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. James. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Edgerrin James. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Rodgers. Complete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now a A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throws made.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles,
you gotta leave you bombs at some point, my nigga.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because
They can't stay with y'all all game. They gotta go help other bombs. They can't stay with y'all all game. They gotta help the other bombs.
without making any headway.
Come on, man. Hey, it look fake because you don't know how to do it, but I do it all day. I do it all day. You don't know how to do it.
a fairly short kick from the 14.
You don't know how to do it. That's what it is. You don't know how to do it. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, my nigga. Jelly John and Preserve.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Man, nigga, I'm doing you anything. Man, you weak as a motherfucker. I'm doing you anything, man. You weak. Your game weak, man. Go get your game up, man.
We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the
Man, get your game up.
and you make those adjustments prevent repeated.
Get your game up. Get your game up, little brother.
That's how they get it done.
Come on. Get your game up. You're done. You're done. You done. You done. You done, man. I've been doing you what I want to do. They gave you some bullshit when they made my man miss the wide open pass on my last possession. I know. I hear you. Come on. I hear you. Come on up there. Come on. Bum ass. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, Mooley. The fuck out of here, Mooley. We're trying to.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind.
The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fox.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides, other sides. You need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory.